Someone noticed before you learned to hide. You felt it. Before proof arrived, a streetlight held longer. A rumor bent your name. Not praise, measurement. The city didn't meet you. It weighed you. Someone watched from the edge. Counting reactions, not words. You weren't shaped, you were tracked. Calm faces, busy mouths, eyes calculating. They thought. You were early, they were late. Because power like yours doesn't announce, it activates. And once it does, everything nearby starts adjusting. Without permission, you feel blamed. For imbalance, you did to create. Good, that's how legends begin, you feel it. Before logic, not danger, tension. The kind that hums. Under skin, you step out, and the air adjusts. Not dramatically, precisely. Conversations don't stop, they angle. Laughter doesn't fade, it recalibrates. You're not late, you're early. To something unnamed. Streetlights hold longer than needed. Windows reflect more than faces. You walk normal, everything else doesn't. You notice micro shifts. A shoulder turns, a voice lowers. Someone clocks you, then pretends they didn't. That's the tell. You're not being judged, you're being logged. Not morality, capacity. They're sensing weight without knowing. The measurement, you haven't spoken, still they react. That bothers them, because influence without effort breaks rules. You feel blamed for pressure you didn't apply. They search your expression for intent you give none. Neutrality unsettles predators and prey. The same way you keep walking, they keep updating their internal maps. Route shift around you. Someone crosses early, someone slows down. No fear yet, just recalculation. They don't know what you want. Worse, they don't know what you could. You catch fragments, your name spoken sideways. Not praise, not insult. Assessment. That's when you realize this isn't about attention, it's about disruption. Your existence introduces variance they can't smooth out. Systems hate that, so do people who rely on them. You feel the city testing resistance, soft pressure, social friction, seeing if you bend, you don't. You adjust speed, nothing else. That alone creates imbalance. They expected tails, nerves, overcompensation. You give none of it. So uncertainty expands, and uncertainty is expensive. You didn't announce arrival, still something activated. Not celebration, alert mode. You sense it in posture shifts, in how quickly they look away after looking too long. You're not the threat, you're the variable. And variables get contained or removed. They haven't decided which one you are yet. You keep walking, let them struggle with the math. At first, you dismiss it. Humans love meaning, they invent it to feel safe, so you tell yourself it's random. Then it repeats. Same glance, different street, same hesitation, new face, same questions, wrapped as small talk. You stop counting days, you start counting reactions. That's when it sharpens. Patterns don't announce, they accumulate. One delay is nothing. 5 delays is a system. You notice how plans shift after you were mentioned, not cancelled, adjusted, like furniture, quietly moved to make space. No one admits needing. You hear your name used carefully, not loudly, correctly. People don't exaggerate you, they refine you. That's more dangerous. You catch the rhythm. Compliment, then distance. Curiosity, then caution. Interest, then containment. They test proximity. The way you test heat. Slow approach, quick withdrawal. No one touches the flame. Twice. You're not changing behavior. They are. That's the clue. You can't unsee. Power isn't noise, it's gravity. And gravity reveals itself by what bends. Schedules bend, tone bends, authority bends. Without complaint. You watch people wait for cues you didn't give. They fill silence with projection. They assign motives to neutrality that makes you larger than action ever could. You notice hierarchies reshuffling around your presence. Someone speaks less when you enter. Someone else tries harder. Both are tells. They aren't reacting, to who you are. They're reacting to what you might be. Potential scares more than proof. Proof has edges, potential is endless. You start seeing how information travels. Who asks first, who confirms, who stays quiet. Silence isn't ignorance, it's alignment. You recognize who already decided and who's still pretending. This is coincidence. The city runs on repetition, routines, habit, predictability. You disrupt that by existing outside expectation, not rebellion. Variance, and variance forces recalculation. You feel it when people over-explain, when they justify decision you didn't question, when they laugh half a second late. That delay is processing time. They're running models with you inside them. Most don't like the results. You're not hostile. That's the problem. Hostility is easy to label. Your unreadable, unlabeled things get monitored, so they watch patterns, hoping you'll break one. You don't. You remain consistent while they scramble. That flips the equation. Consistency becomes dominance. When everyone else is adjusting, you realize something quietly unsettling. You're no longer observing the pattern. You are the reference point. And once that happens, nothing goes back to neutral. They know it now, even if they won't say it. Patterns don't lie. They just wait until you're ready to accept what they've been saying. The whole time it doesn't explode, it seeps. Truth rarely arrives loud. It escapes through small mouths. A detail said once too cleanly, a reaction half a second too informed. You catch it mid-exchange. Someone knows more than they should. That's when you feel it. Containment failing. Not your doing, never is. Information wants movement, especially dangerous information. Your name starts traveling with annotations, not stories, specifications. They don't ask if you're capable. They debate how much. That shift matters at first. They speak indirectly. A trait here, a comparison there. Then someone slips, mentions a moment you never shared, a decision you made privately. You don't correct them. You watch. Faces recalibrate. Eyes check reactions. The room tilts. They realize they revealed a source. That's when fear appears. Not of you, of exposure. Because leaks expose more than subjects. They expose watchers. Now you see the network. Who talked, who listened, who already knew and waited for confirmation. You were never the center. You were the catalyst. Once the leak starts, everyone scrambles to control narrative. They soft language, then sharpen it. They rewrite timelines to place themselves closer to discovery. No one wants to look late. Late is weakness, so they rush to align publicly with what they whispered privately. You hear praise arrive too fast, admiration without warmth. That's insurance. They don't want to be remembered as doubters. You watch reputations pivot in real time. That's power you didn't claim. That's power reacting. Someone tries to minimize, calls it hype. The room disagrees without speaking. Consensus forms around absence of denial. You never confirm. Reality keeps doing it. Screens light, messages circulate. Your name attaches to outcome that already happened. They connect dots that were always aligned. What scares them isn't revelation, it's timing. They realize they were late to notice some already operating. That makes them vulnerable. Late observers don't shape outcomes, they respond to them. You see it now. The leak didn't expose you, it exposed the illusion that you were hidden. You were always visible to the right eyes. Now everyone else has to admit they missed it. That embarrassment turns into aggression or obedience. You let them choose. Either way, the balance shifts. Containment is over, not because you spoke, because silence ran out of place to hide. The change doesn't announce itself, it settles. You notice it when old reflexes don't fire. The urge to explain dies mid-rise. The habit of shrinking for comfort fails to activate. You aren't trying to be larger, you're just done being smaller. Pressure reveals default. Yours updates. You feel alignment. Replace effort. Movements sharpen, decisions shorten. Not rushed, final. You stop preparing. Defenses. For attacks. That never come. They don't attack anymore. They wait. Waiting changes. The internal math. You no longer scan rooms for permission. You scan for leverage. Not malicious, efficient. You become aware of how much energy you used to spend managing perceptions. That tax disappears. In its place, clarity arrives. You choose words like instruments, few, accurate. Every sentence lands heavier because it's deliberate. You notice posture change. Without instruction, chin steadier, sh. Shoulders relaxed, relaxation. Unnerves observers. More than tension. Tension signals struggle. Calm signals surplus. You realize you're no longer reacting to the city. The city is reacting to you. That reversal rewrites identity. You stop asking what's expected, you ask what's optimal. That question filters everything. Relationships clarify. Some drift, some attach. Both outcomes feel clean. You no longer negotiate with doubt. You acknowledge it. Then proceed anyway. Certainty isn't loud, it's stable. You feel it. In-house silence no longer feel empty. It feels controlled. People project confidence onto you because you stopped projecting need that wasn't taught. It emerged. You accept that this version was always present, just buried under adaptation. Now adaptation belongs to them. You don't rehearse dominance, you embody consistency. That's more dangerous. Consistency removes hope of catching you off balance. They look for cracks. You don't hide them, you integrate them. That honesty confuses manipulation. You realize the record is complete when hesitation no longer visits, not because outcomes are guaranteed, because you trust your response to any outcome. That trust is irreversible. You don't feel powerful, you feel calibrated, and calibration outperforms force every time. It happens without ceremony. No announcement, no challenge, just a shift in who wait. You notice first, because waiting used to be yours. Now others do it without buy. Asked, decisions slow until you arrive. Not because you demand it, because outcome improved. When you're included, efficiency rewires loyalty. Faster than fear, you speak, and the room mentally revises plans. Not debating, implementing. Authority doesn't argue when it's already accepted. You watch power detach from titles. Badges fade, names matter less. Impact replace position. People glance before committing. That glance is a transfer. You didn't reach for control. They handed it over in pieces. A confirmation here, a deferral there. Enough fragment becomes structure. You see hierarchy reorder itself around usefulness, and usefulness keeps pointing at you. Some resist. They overperform, over-explain, trying to reclaim relevance. That tells you who relied on noise instead of results. You don't confront them. Time handled. That you feel command without tension. No tightening, no urgency. Control feels like options expanding. You choose timing, they adjust calendars. You choose tone, they adjust language. That responsiveness is submission without the humiliation. They're relieved. Uncertainty is exhausting. Clarity feels safe. You become the reference, not by dominance, by consistency. You realize real control isn't forcing movement. It's becoming the path. Movement prefer. People align because resistance costs more, not punishment. Inefficiency, you see fear begin to split. Some fear you, others fear losing access to you. The second grows faster. They protect proximity. They manage narratives. They speak for you without permission. You let them. Power stabilizes. When others maintain it, you stay centered. That's the final handoff, when control no longer requires your attention. It operates at default. You didn't seize anything. You replaced the system by functioning better inside it. And once that happens, there's no switch to flip back. Fear shows up late, not as chaos, as strategy. They don't run, they organize. You notice the change in tempo. Movements tighten, smile, thin. They stop reacting and start planning. That's panic. Wearing discipline. Questions become indirect. Not what you want, what you'll tolerate. They test boundaries with hypothetical, soft probes, low risk. You answer plainly. No reassurance, no edge. That unsettles them. Fear expects resistance or submission. You offer neither. They escalate without realizing it. More meetings, more eyes, more people involved than necessary. Complexity increases. That's a stress signal. Simple systems stay calm. Crowded ones panic. They over-communicate. Messages repeat, with minor variations, alignment attempts, masquerading as updates. You let it happen. Watching panic is educational. Some people hedge. They praise publicly and distant privately, trying to stay safe. On both sides, others rush closeness, sudden loyalty, agreement. That's fear too. Fear of being excluded. When lines harden, you notice who asks for guarantees, security questions. Pretending to be curiosity, you give none. Guarantees trap power. Ambiguity preserves it. They start managing optics. Who sits where? Who speaks first? Symbolism matters. When confidence drops, they're trying to look stable while recalculating everything. You slow down further, not to provoke, to observe. Your calm creates contrast. Contrast amplifies fear. They expect reaction. You provide timing. Timing wins. Some attempt narratives. They frame you as predictable, helpful, contained. That fail quickly. Reality contradicts it. Others lean into warning. They hint at danger, uncertainty, trying to justify distance without naming fear. That splits the room. Division is expensive. Panic hates cost. You become the cheapest option. Stability beats speculation. They circle back. More careful now, more deferential. You notice language soften. Fewer absolutes, more conditions. They leave exits in every sentence. That's panic management, preparing for outcome. They can't influence. You don't exploit it. You let it exhaust them. Fear burns energy fast. Calm doesn't. Eventually, they stop testing, not because they trust you, because they trust the pattern. And the pattern says, pushing you creates imbalance, so they adjust behavior to minimize disturbance. That's fear. Finding a routine. You recognize the moment. Panic turn into compliance. It's quiet, not relief, resignation. They stop asking, what happens next? They wait to see what you do. That's the signal. Fear has accepted its position, managed, contained, no longer yours to address. There's no finish line, just adjustment. The noise drains on its own. They stop predicting, stop testing. Those habits cost energy. What replaces them is alignment, subtle, routine. You notice, because nothing resists anymore. Plans arrive, already shaped. Language arrives, already softened. They don't seek approval, they anticipate it. Anticipation is submission. Without the struggle, you don't correct them. Correction implies debate. This phase has none. Power does announce victory. It stabilizes. You move. And systems respond before awareness catches up. That's the end game. Not dominance default. You aren't discussed. In rooms now, you are factored. Weather isn't debated, it's prepared for. So are you. The fear changed shape. No longer sharp, just present. Like gravity, they build around it. You feel distant. Grow. Not isolation, clear boundaries. Access becomes deliberate. They don't crowd you. They protect the perimeter. Protection flows toward power. Always has. You don't need presence to be felt. Absence carries the same weight. That's how you know it's complete. No reactions, no recalibration, only maintenance. You didn't conquer the city. You set a standard it couldn't ignore. Undiscovered was a phase, activated, is permanent.